How's it going, everyone? Tonight was not only the August 2nd edition of AEW Dynamite, but tonight was the 200 episode special of AEW Dynamite. And you could tell they went all in for this episode, man, because this was a really good episode from start to finish. We kicked the show off tonight with a tag team match between Chris Jericho and Konosuke Katexa. Sorry if I mispronounced his name, I know. They took on Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara. Now, Jericho and KT did get the win here, but the only reason why they got the win in the first place was because of Don Callis. And let's just say, Chris Jericho, with the way he was looking, he was not too happy about that at all. Basically, he was like, dude, like, Don, like, what are you doing? Like I said, Jericho and KT won the match. I say the match was solid opener to say the least. But Renee was gonna do an interview with Jericho backstage, but you know, Matt Menard came up to Jericho and was like, "Look, dude, what's gotten into you? We got to do a mandatory JAS meeting next week, so that will take place next week. The JAS mandatory, so we'll see what happens there." Now, next we saw Jack Perry come out to the ring as he had his face-to-face confrontation with Jerry Lynn, and as to be expected, Jerry Lynn pretty much was like, dude, as much as I would love to come down there and like beat you up, I can't because, well, obviously my history. But I do have a friend who used to wrestle in ECW and he still wrestles today. And it was RVD. So RVD came out and RVD went at Jack Perry, but obviously Perry was able to get away. And RVD ended up challenging Jack Perry next week on Dynamite. I'm really surprised and I know it might sound like a nitpick, but I'm kind of surprised they're not saving it for the All In show. You know what I'm saying? Like so far, there's only one match announced for the All In show. You know, like we're getting closer and closer to that event. You would think they would start, announcing more matches, but either way, it's always a good sight to see RVD, the wrestling legend, the ECW legend, and yeah, dude, RVD should. He might end up winning. Who knows? I mean, he might end up winning next week. Next, we got a triple threat. Anything goes. Penta El Zero Miedo, John Moxley, Trent Beretta. Dude, this match was crazy. Like, nah, dude. Table spots, barbed wire, blood, thumbtacks. Like, this match was crazy. Trent did get the win here, and this was a good match, but I had a few nitpicks with the match. And some of those nitpicks was the fact that I wasn't necessarily a big fan of some of the selling going on in the match. Like, when they did that Canadian Destroyer off the table, Trent should have been gone. Like, Trent should have not got back up after that. And then they did another spot where Moxley is pile driving Penta, literally pile driving this dude through the thumbtacks. That should have been it as well. And because Penta kicked out of it, I was like, oh, I don't think he should have kicked out of that. I'm not taking anything away from the match. The match was still brutal. It was extreme, but I just had a few nitpicks with those little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like realistically, you're getting pile driver through thumbtacks. You're getting slammed through tables. Like you're gone. Like you're not getting back up. You're a goner. But the rest of the best friends came out, and because the BCC came out, and so they had a little brawl. And the best friends want to face Claudio and Moxley in a parking brawl on Rampage. So that will be really interesting to see, and that really should be good because we all saw the last parking brawl fight, so that was really good there. So this one should be really good on Rampage. I might end up tuning into Rampage just to see that, if I'm being honest with you. MJF comes out, and MJF cut a really good promo. I'm not going to go word for word for what he said, but really good, pretty much explaining his, I guess you could say, his villain arc and why he became the villain, why he became the devil. But he brought Adam Cole out, and he pretty much said, Adam, like, I called you out here, win, lose, draw. I'm challenging you for this title, but if we're going to do this, we got to do this in the biggest main event possible. We have to do this match at All In. So MJF and Adam Cole, baby, will take each other on at All In. And they certainly are going all in for this match. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. So the Elite took on Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, Sonata Singh. This match was solid for the most part. The Elite did get the win here, and I want to go ahead and give just a little bit of my thoughts on the Elite here. Obviously, the big announcement today: the Elite re-signing with AEW. So for all you wrestling companies out there thinking you were gonna sign the Elite, well, guess what? Just like John Moxley, the Elite are gonna be staying with AEW just a little while longer. And honestly, good for them. Good for them. The Elite, they know their worth. This is what they want to do. I mean, you can't hate them. You can't hate them for that. So they did say again they're happy to be here. Here's to the next 200, and then Omega says whenever it'll be Dynamite, Rampage, Ring of Honor, even Collision. You'll see more of the Elites. I thought that was a really cool touch there. But it's good to have the Elite because the Elite mean a lot to AEW, and it would be a little weird without the Elite. Like you have the All Elite and the Elite is not there. It's one thing to lose Cody, but to lose the entire Elite, like that's a lot. Um, Dude, AR Fox and Swerve Strickland, they were beating the heck out of Nick Wayne, dude. I was like, holy crap, this dude is getting his butt kicked. Um, which they actually video called or phone called Darby, and AR Fox was like, I'm coming after you, or we're coming after you. Yeah, they freaking destroyed that dude. That dude was a bloody freaking mess. Aussie Open, it was a good segment though. Aussie Open took on Commander and Igalo in the Ring of Honor World title match. Yeah, this was your little standard, little quick tag team, well, not necessarily a spot fest, but some way, shape, or form. I mean, it was a solid match. I thought. Aussie Open, they retained their titles. There's really nothing more you could say about that. Tony Storm and HIKARU took each other on for the world title, the Women's World Championship. And this match, this being the main event, was meh. I'm not gonna lie to you. For the most part, it wasn't until like the last minute really. And I like the ending too, like because She'da rolled Tony Storm up pretty much, and it was like wow, crazy. But Akar Shida is the new AEW Women's World Champion, so good for her. Akar Shida deserves it. And like I said, man, overall, this was a really, really good episode of AEW Dynamite. So, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed my review, and I will see you guys next time in the next video. So,